What's up, everyone? This is going to be part 2 as to why I swore my old house was haunted. Now, this story goes back to when I was like 3 or 4 years old, and if you guys remember the description from episode 1 or video 1, where I said my room was upstairs, and then there was like a staircase that went down, and then another staircase right next to that went down into the basement. This is where this all takes place in this story. Is I was following my mother, or who at the time I thought was my mother, downstairs. And she said she had to do laundry and told me to wait up at the top of the stairs. And I was like, alright, me being like, oh, this is my mom, I'm 4 years old. I was very impressionable, I guess you could say. So I was just sitting there for what I felt was hours. Which, it was probably like 15, 20 minutes, I don't know. But I fell asleep. And I know my mom said before she went downstairs, she's like, I'll get you when I'm ready. I don't need you down there while I'm doing the laundry, basically. So I fell asleep, and then I woke up, and the way I was laying, she would have had to like step right over me to go back upstairs. So I woke up, and at this point I remember it was pitch black, and I started crying because I'm just like, oh my god, my mom's never coming back or whatever. She never came back from upstairs, only for my mother to come out of her room, which was, technically there was a balcony, so you would have been able to like see right across, and she would have been able to look down. And she was like, why are you at the bottom of the stairs? And I was like, well, you said you were going to do laundry, and you said you were going to grab me before you went back upstairs. And, in my head, I was just like, you were downstairs for like ever. And I told her, I was like, you never came back. And she looked at me and she's like, what are you talking about? I never did laundry. It's like, basically it was like 2 in the morning. And she's like, it's late. Why would I do laundry? I haven't done laundry all day. And I just got really confused. And, she brought me back upstairs, put me to bed. And, going back to the story of the first episode, it was always something with that downstairs room. So I don't know if this was like an apparition that took like the shape of my mother to get me to kind of follow her, even though nothing really happened. I was told to stay at the top of the stairs. But this is when I first started believing the house was haunted. And it was like really creepy to me, obviously, because at the time, you're 3 years old and this happens to you. Why would you not be a little skeptical of going downstairs? And ever since then, that's what kind of started that wariness of like why I was a little scared to go downstairs, even though I lived in my basement for a while when I was older. But yeah, that's my story of why I swore my house was haunted. Episode 2. This was the first time as a kid where things just got a little weird. As always, guys, thank you for watching. Leave comments below if what you think of this story, or if you lived in a haunted house before. Let me know what you guys think this was. Who was this apparition? What was this apparition? Can apparition shape form? Can ghost shape form? I'm not really sure about all this, guys. But leave your comments below. Thanks for watching. As always, have a good night.